It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ.
Can't believe it. I missed everything.
Miss the show?
What am I going to do?
Check out the Daily Podcast.
I want you to think about your first kiss. Now, if you could have a second chance at that, what would be different? Why was it so bad? Why was it just not great? We talked about that early this morning and had an amazing call from a listener named Amy who got a second chance at her first kiss. You got to hear this. Coming up in the podcast.
That time of the year now, everyone's going to start talking about Valentine's Day.
They are. We're just weeks away. And so I like to give a heads up because, you know, it can easily be forgotten. It is a random day out of nowhere where you're supposed to show, your love and feelings for your special someone. But there is a company, Sweethearts, and they're adding a new conversation to the mix when it comes to finding someone that you love, more of like a practical angle.
When it comes to finding love in this economy, you don't need a prince in shining armor climbing your hair. You need someone who will split rent, cook for two, buy in bulk, share logins, and carpool. That's why Sweethearts wants you to use your head and not just your heart to find love this Valentine's Day.
It's pretty practical.
I think so, to find love in this economy. You know, it might not be as sexy as you'd hope for it to be, but you could work in little romantic feels. What I wanted to do was, ladies, gentlemen, if you want to chime in, but what is that one like non-romantic romantic thing? So, for example, for me, Derek will always, if I'm done with my food and the plate is, clear, he'll just grab it and put it in the sink or put it in the dishwasher. Like, he doesn't say, "Are you done?" or anything. He'll just say, "I'll take that."
See, what would stop that is getting a dog. I've done that to my wife. She goes, "No."
Oh.
She's got to put the plate on the floor so the dog can lick it clean. I'm like, "Oh, great. That's awesome." I'm trying to be chivalrous here.
So he does that, and then he'll start my car every morning so I don't get into a cold car.
Don't you have auto start?
It doesn't matter. He's my auto start. He always makes sure that I have my cold coffee in my tumbler, my vitamins out on the counter with a nice clean glass of water.
Sounds like you have a butler.
I'm kind of pampered, to be honest. And these are not like red roses, over the top, grandiose, like 5-star meals or anything like that. These are small things that make a woman feel seen. So I thought that they were nice. What are some non-romantic things you do for Trisha?
Let's
see if they stack up.
I make sure that our property is clear of snow and that she can get out in the morning.
That's nice.
I make sure that our property is clear of long grass, and so that she can enjoy the view in the summer.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like, we've got real traditional roles. It really is like that. Like, if it's outside of the house, it's pretty much my job.
Yeah.
If it's inside of the house, it's pretty much my job.
Okay.
If it's,
you sound okay with that.
I always default. And Mama, do you guys do this? Do you ever throw the remote control at each other?
No.
So I don't throw the remote at my wife. Where if she's busy, she's on her laptop, she's doing work stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of hanging out. She'll just throw, even if it's across the room, she'll just whip the remote control out. She goes, "You find something." And like, more times than not, it hits a spot on my body. Like, if it hit me in a fluffy spot, no problem. But it'll hit my kneecap or my elbow or my wrist, where there's like no fat.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, why do you have to hurt me like that? So I don't throw the remote at her. I'm
going to explain something to you. At the end of the day, when we cannot make one more decision,
I know.
We're
You're
not
so
capable
burdened,
of it.
aren't you?
We've made so many. We've booked appointments. We've handled bills. We've done work. Our brain is honestly like, it's at that point that it shuts down, and you just got to choose the show. And then, you know what? If she has a problem with the show that you land on, then that's on her. But I know what she's doing because I've been there, where you're just like, I don't even care. Just put something on. Can't
Which is
even
weird because guys don't make any decisions throughout the day, so I fully understand how that works. Plus, I don't make her throw to my son in the batting cage.
Yeah.
I don't make her do that.
That sounds like a personal choice. I think you love that.
No.
Well, it's more
there's
so for
days that
you.
my arm hurts and I still do it, and I don't make her do it. So I think I do a lot of romantic things that are not romantic.
I love Denise's. She texted in. She said, "I've never gotten my own gas. My husband will always make sure that my car is full of gas."
Oh, I make sure my wife's car is plugged in when she doesn't plug it in.
That's very romantic. See, these are non-romantic things that at the end of the day, you're like, did I do that for myself? No, someone that loves me thought of me and did that for me.
I make sure and tell her, "Hey, you don't have enough juice in your car. You should take my truck." I do that. I
That's
look out
very
for her.
kind.
Because she would get in her car and then all of a sudden be like, wait, I got halfway here. Now how do I get home?
Yeah.
She would do something like that. So, yeah, I feel like I'm mildly romantic.
Okay. If you want to add to the list, I'd love to hear what your partner does for you, the non-romantic things. Do you know what I'm talking about, ladies? The stuff that builds up and makes you want to stay with them.
And I try and split the rent.
Yeah.
I try and pay for things. I burn a lot of stuff.
So I was watching Botch the other day. It was a rerun. I don't even think
They still have the 2 doctors on
Yeah,
there, right?
Maloof.
I like those guys.
So I was watching it, and this woman who is known to have the biggest breasts in the world wants to get it done again.
Why? I don't get
They
that.
look so uncomfortable, and the skin is like shiny. It's stretched so far, and they like got together, and the doctors were like Terry DeBro's like, I just don't feel good
Is she
about doing this.
just to have the record, or do guys really find this hot?
I don't know. Like, she's married, she has kids, and it's hard for her to function. Like, her kids have to make their own food because she can barely like butter bread and stuff. And Terry's like, I don't know if I feel good about doing this for you. And then she said, if you don't do it, I will find someone to do it, which means she's going to go like south of the border and get it done for like next to nothing and maybe risk her life. But her husband said, I've had this conversation with her that if she gets another one, I don't know. I don't know if I could be with her anymore.
Bouncing, huh?
This might be the straw that breaks the camel's back, might be the nail in the coffin. I want to know if there has been a situation in your relationship where your significant other got a procedure that you just didn't believe that they needed, and you felt like maybe it was a mistake. And
Do you think a lot of people bite their tongues at this point and be like, if it's going to make you happy?
yeah. And I think if it's something for health, you should always let them do it. If it's something for vanity, you should let them do it. But there is within reason,
Man, what if it's out of your? I mean, what if you're making the money in the family?
I would also think if it's costing your family a lot of money and you're unable to do certain things because you're focusing more on
Kids can't play soccer because you decided to get bigger jugs.
Yeah, exactly. But what was that procedure that your partner did or could do that would make it the last straw?
So Kat was talking about watching Botched earlier, and what would be the size of this woman with the world's largest breast? What do you
I
think
forgot
there?
the letter.
I mean, are they like in the P's?
She's in the middle of the alphabet.
Jesus. And she
And-
wants more?
I mean, mine are double D's, and I feel some days I just want to saw them off. I can't imagine like choosing to go quadruple this size. The
gotta be a-
functionality is impossible.
Small addiction, right?
Yes. And they said that. Terry DeBro's like, I think she is addicted to this procedure. There's something in her mind. She loves the attention that she
Yeah,
gets when
there it
she's
is.
out. And her husband said, we've had conversations like this. This is the procedure. That one more of these, it would be kind of the straw, the last straw. Don't do it. You're risking your health. And,
Is there anything your husband would want to get as a procedure that would make you go, no, man, I'm going to have to leave?
if it were unnecessary, like if he wanted to get rid of his butt chin, or if he
What's a
wanted
butt chin.
like under his
Oh,
beard,
his chin, okay.
like you can't even see it. Liam's got.
What if you wanted a hair transplant?
If it made him feel more confident,
You'd pay for that?
I could get. I get behind the hair transplant.
Really?
I think he'd look weird. I love a bald head, so it doesn't matter. But like if he has one really strong calf, I don't know if he just solidly walks on that leg.
No.
But the other one is like trying to catch up, So if he was like, I want to spend our money on getting this calf implant, I'd be like, come on. Come on
Steve is online too. I want to hear about your situation with your wife. What's going on here, Bo?
Okay, so I've been married to my wife for about 10 years now.
Okay.
I love her so much, and obviously I stick by her no matter what. But she's got these. She just got these fillers in her cheeks, I guess.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I don't know. She's starting to look like, I love my wife. I've been with her for so long.
Yep.
She's just starting to look like Jigsaw from, the Saw movies.
Yes.
I know. And
So
I
did she just get him done? And like she's thinking maybe the swelling will go down, or when did she get it done?
She got it done like a month ago. I don't
The
know.
swelling should
I
have.
don't even know.
This is
I don't
permanent
even know.
It should have gone down by now. And it will dissolve, it's not like, an implant or anything like that. Filler dissolves. That's why you have to keep going back and getting it. But some women, they can get a little out of control.
She got that chewing tobacco look to her right now.
Exactly. And I love her. She's my day one, but I don't want to.
Have you been pretty vocal about not wanting her to do this, or is this all on her own?
I've hinted that maybe this might not be the best idea. But, it only say so much.
This is going to hurt to hear, but we don't do it for you guys. Okay, we do it for us. We do it for the people we're going to run into. Very rarely will you find a woman that gets Botox for her husband. We do it because what looks back at us in the mirror, like we want to like it. But the filler is a little testy, Botox just eliminates wrinkles. The filler is where it could really lead to out of control stuff.
Do you feel like she's got more of these in the future planned, or do you think you can talk her out of it?
I mean, who knows? I mean, I feel like I wake up every other week and she's got something cooking. You know what I mean?
All right, so I feel this woman who is like, I can't escape my Facebook algorithm, because you click on one thing, maybe like twice, you get 2 videos or whatever, and then you're going to start seeing more. That's the way it works.
Listen, my Facebook Reels algorithm is ingrown toenail removal videos.
Ooh.
Number 2, women popping their hyperhidrosis cysts in their armpit and waxing videos. This has got to stop.
This has got to stop. Sometimes you're like, why is it showing me so much? Like Derek gets a lot of political videos, and it gets him all riled up, and he's like, I can't help it. And I'm like, you absolutely can.
You
Click on
them.
Click on something like orcas or whatever, like whatever you want to start watching, and then that'll start taking over for the political videos.
Mine is full of zero-turn lawnmowers because I don't have one and I want one really bad.
Okay.
So I just researched the hell out of them. Billiards videos and golf shot videos. Like both my boys outdrive me in golf by like 30, 40, 50 yards. So I'm like trying to find the secret to how to get a longer drive. And that's all it is. I could sit there if there was an auto click, like he just goes to the next one. Yeah. I could sit there for hours and watch these. That's all mine is.
Dangerous. Mine currently is what cabin fits your personality.
Okay.
What cabin or what bedroom fits your personality? And I just sit there and I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, it gives me inspiration. Will I ever go through with it? Probably not. Bot fly removal from cat noses. That's crazy.
What was hot on mine for a while, too, was these guys that go into the jungle and they deal with these tribes that have never seen outside stuff before.
Yeah.
And they give them like a bottle of Fanta.
Yeah.
Or they give them like a cheeseburger from
Sour
In-N-Out.
Patch Kid.
Yeah, like to see people who've never been exposed to our world get little chances to try things and their reactions. And then also I got hooked on, they bring in people from other countries and give them American food for the first time, and their reactions are crazy.
Yeah,
I like
Brits
those videos.
hate our food. Also, slipping on ice is a big one. Those are funny. It used to be back cracking, but I want to know what's on your Facebook algorithm right now. Like, what is, you clicked on it too many times, and you're like, I can't handle this. You got to switch it up. Did you know that you can? A lot of people don't know that they can.
But you just got to start clicking on other stuff, right?
Actively click on something that brings you joy, and then that'll get rid of all the stuff that you don't want to see.
Takes a bit, though. Yeah. Text us what's on yours. I'd love to see.
There's a new trend. It's called friction maxing. Have you heard of this?
No.
So this is like, it's about bringing the inconveniences back into your life. Like, we have a lot of tools right now to make life easier. But the way life was before, it's almost like we could deal with inconveniences now. Any inconvenience seems so gigantic.
Friction maxing is the process of building up our tolerance for, quote, inconvenience. One way is to stop sharing your locations that you have to ask, where are you? Stop using ChatGPT, buy a cookbook, text your friends for advice, go to the grocery store, invite people over without cleaning, babysit for someone. These are just like things that we used to do all the time.
This is weak. You really want to do it? Take it to the next step. Hunt for your food. Put a wood stove in your home. Like, you really want to, don't do this for clicks. This is nice. Stupid.
It's in the middle. I do feel like I need everything perfect if I were to have a human in my home, which you don't. Like, because if I go to someone else's house and it's not completely perfect, I'm like, this is a lived-in house. I don't even care. So therefore, I shouldn't care what other people think if they
they're
come
going
into
to
my
buy
house.
your house, yeah, clean it up. Otherwise, live in it.
I do think the location situation amongst adults is one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. Keep location on your kids. I think that that's fine. But if you watch your wife or like your girlfriend or always know where your boyfriend is, I think that's really kind of strange. You have that with your wife, don't you?
We're all on the
"She's
same
on
360, and
94."
it's weird because I can see if I log into her vehicle app, I can see where that is.
But why are you doing that?
I just like to see what's going on. I'd like to actually listen. I'm going to be. My wife is a very, very beautiful, smart, intelligent woman. But sometimes she doesn't always pay attention to the charge on her electric vehicle. That's the major reason is when she gets to work, I'll peek at it. I'll make sure she's got enough charge.
Don't you believe that someone just has to go through something once? Don't you believe that? Let her run out of battery.
Okay, now if she runs out of battery, who's inconvenienced?
Then you say after the show, I will come get you.
But I can't go get her. Like, we got to have it towed somewhere so I can charge up again.
Then have it towed.
I'm just not ready to incur that expense. I'd rather go, hey, can you stop by a charger? So let's talk about your first kiss.
Okay, so actually I want to get your two. I want your very first kiss, which was in the alley, right?
Well, yeah, like the
She
first
put the moves on
real
you.
kiss. Like, I got a kiss in second grade from a girl who just kissed me on the way to the playground.
Okay.
I don't think she knew what she was doing. But, like, my first real, like, good tongue kiss that
Yeah.
lasted more than, like, half a second was, this girl just pinned me up in an alleyway.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What a dream.
Yeah.
What about, okay, and then the other one, I want to hear, where was yours and Trisha's first kiss?
I was back from college for a St. Patrick's Day party.
Yeah.
And we were at a mutual friend's, and everybody had kind of scattered, and we were both kind of like the last people left over, and we'd be kind of chatting throughout the night or whatever. We were laying there watching The Lion King.
Oh, wow.
And I
vibe.
decided, well, I might as well. And so
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Did you make the move or did she?
oh, I made the move. For sure, I made the
You
move.
did, huh?
Yeah, for
okay,
sure I did.
good for you. I want to know the top reasons why you'd want a second chance at a first kiss. And you could use the person that you're with right now. The first kiss just didn't go off without a hitch. You know, maybe there was a hiccup. I did, like when I had my very first kiss of my life, it was with this guy named John, and we were at a house party. And I was in 8th grade.
Well, I'm sure he was pretty groggy at that point, so good for him.
We were 8th grade, so we weren't drinking, but he ate a lot of Cheetos, like a lot. So his fingers were orange, and then he had some in his teeth and stuff. But I was like, well, but he made the first move, and
Some
I was
for
like,
him, some for you.
I guess, a little treat, a little appetizer. But if I could do it over again, I wouldn't mind having a beat with him because he was popular. You know, he was very cute, very kind. He was a nice
you
guy.
said you were in 8th grade, so he was, 26 then?
He was I
according to
think
your
I hit
dating history?
the daddy issues. Maybe no, I didn't have any daddy issues, but yeah, it was fine. It was exactly what you would think an 8th grade kiss would go down like. We were on a trampoline, unsteady. You know, it was what it was. But some of these reasons why some people want to redo it. 2 words: coffee breath.
Yeah.
Alex texted she forgot to wax her upper lip. Alex.
Oh, dude.
Alex. That is rude. And wouldn't you know that before you go in?
You see that when you walk in the door. You're like, who's that guy? You go, oh.
Okay, this is probably going to set the Tracy says first kiss was through prison glass.
What?
You need to call. I have so many questions about that. This one was on the list. Still numb from the dentist, drool everywhere. She didn't move like your practice dummy did.
Oh.
You know, sometimes you practice with your pillow and you're like,
Nope, never once.
Yeah, me neither. That's crazy. And then this one, it ended with a handshake.
Oh.
So, been nice knowing you.
Tracy, really quick, will you call? I got to hear the prison glass story.
That is wild. You want a second chance at your first kiss with somebody throughout your entire life, but I need to know why. Like, what was the reason why it just didn't go well?
And I'm not even concerned more about the person that was on the other side of the glass. I'm just concerned about how often they clean that glass.
I think the first kiss with Derek and I, we were watching a movie at my apartment and we were hanging out on the couch. And then we had both, I made beef stroganoff, a lot of onions, onion heavy. And he just like grabbed my chin and pulled it in for a kiss. And it was very romantic. It was nice, but.
And he's not a drinker, which puzzles me.
Yeah.
Like that was the one that wasn't groggy. So,
nice.
I mean, good for you. You found him. As we're talking about the first kiss and the one you might regret, I don't know why I think about this. When people say kissing, one of the things I always think about is there was a blind kid that I went to college with, and his name was Jeff, but it was Geoff, so we called him Goff.
Yeah.
Nicest guy in the world, but he had no standards when it came to women.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, he got more ass than a toilet seat. I'm telling you, because he didn't care.
Yeah.
He didn't care if you were attractive.
So was that inspiring to you?
No, because most people, listen, I'm not for sure. I'm the farthest from good looking, but we all have certain standards that we have in what you like in somebody you'd like to be with. Yeah. And usually it starts with attraction by looks. So this guy, the first step was completely removed. And you could walk into a party and you would see this guy making out with a girl at any given time.
What a blessing. What a blessing to not be a part of the judgy world.
I guess.
Wouldn't you want to look at it like that?
I would rather have eyesight, but
okay, Hal.
If that's what you want, is to be blind and not judge people, I'm pretty good with my eyes.
All right. We're talking about the top reasons why a second chance at a first kiss is something that you'd want. And whether it's with the current person you're with, any first kiss that you had with somebody, why would you want to redo it? What was the reason for it? So
mine, I guess, just because I didn't know what was going on. She just gave me a kiss on the way to the playground.
Yeah. Kevin texted, apparently she didn't appreciate my moaning. So,
Amy, you want to redo that first kiss?
I already did.
Explain.
Okay. My husband and I met in 2010, and we got married, and we had his kids, my kids, everybody in one house, and we were married for 5 years, ended up getting a divorce.
Okay.
Fast forward 10 years. I'm sorry, what was that?
No, I was just actively listening.
Okay. Fast forward 10 years, and his ex-wife actually got us back together on accident.
Yeah.
And we've been together since and got married this summer.
So then you had a second chance at a first kiss for a fresh relationship with him.
Was the first kiss better?
Oh, my gosh. The whole relationship, the marriage, everything is way better. We love our kids, but it was just better without the kids.
Yeah. Isn't that how it always goes?
They're all adults now.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's just a different phase in your life and less pressure you were probably feeling.
I got to ask more about his ex-wife got you back together. Now, is his ex-wife his ex because he still had feelings for you?
We never stopped having feelings for together, but no, actually, that's not the reason. She said that she called me to see if he ever cheated on me when we were together, which he never did.
Okay.
And said to him, well, your ex told me that blah, 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 blah. Well, that wasn't the case. And a week later, he gave me a call, and we've been together since.
That's
crazy. It's a crazy way to be together right now. Most people don't have that story.
Right? No, I know. Huh? I know. We love telling her a story. And we met on Match.com.
Oh, okay. So giving hope to all the people out there on those dating sites.
Great stuff. Thanks, Amy. We appreciate your call this morning.
Yep. You guys have a good day.
Yeah, you too. I would have never guessed that somebody would have that. That's and I suppose some people. Fondness makes separation
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
So I'm guessing that's kind of what that case was. But imagine getting to have your first kiss.
But then have the ex-wife hook you guys up.
A lot of things at play there. I feel like I need to sort it out. Would love to hear your story. You can call or text. We got even more concert tickets for you Thursday morning in the Playhouse. Would you like to see Louis Tomlinson of One Direction? Or would you like to see Neo and Akon? Or would you like to go see the Black Crowes? You get to choose which show you're going to if you're here at 6:05 during our live show Thursday morning. Right now, let's wrap up the podcast.
Bingo! How fun!
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo.
Bingo!
Bingo what bingo? Bingo! Bingo!
All right, first caller through gets the bingo, but you have to fit one of the following 2 criteria. So listen close. Maybe you're somebody listening who
had a really bad hotel experience. These guests were just there to get their morning continental breakfast in Norman, Oklahoma, when the entire ceiling fell in.
Oh my God. That sucks so bad. Oh my God.
Oh, man.
That sucks so bad.
I can't make my own waffle now?
That sucks so bad. Yeah, there was a strong leak, so all the water was coming through all the light fixtures, and then all of a sudden, boom. Thankfully, nobody was standing underneath, but what a mess.
Jeez. I'm on the hunt for anyone listening who had something epically bad go down at your wedding or around your wedding time. I have a friend who was supposed to get married this Saturday and just got diagnosed with mono yesterday afternoon.
Poor girl.
And they said you're gonna be contagious for weeks yet.
Well, there's a difference between awful symptoms, so you can't enjoy your wedding day, and just being contagious. So then everybody just stays away from you.
That's what they're doing. That's basically what they're doing.
That's fine.
They're gonna do. They're gonna kind of keep the bride and the groom away from everyone. They're still gonna have their party and everything like that. But I'm like, it's the biggest day of your life, and now you can't hug your friends. You can't get on the dance floor with them.
Nothing sounds better. That sounds incredible to just like dance in your own corner and then like not have to engage that much.
And I get mono
cool.
is you got to get fluids from one person to the next.
Yeah.
But they're like, we don't want to take any chances. We got old grandparents and stuff here. Like, what if they catch it? So they're gonna try and make it go, but with mono. So I'm like, all right, this will be fun to talk about. So I'm looking for anyone listening who had something really, really bad, unfortunately, happen around your wedding date or on your wedding date, or maybe you're somebody listening who
had a really bad hotel experience. What happened?
Bingo! How fun!
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo.
Bingo!
Bingo what bingo? Bingo! Bingo!
This morning, Juan is the first caller through, but we've yet to find out if he's somebody listening who
had a bad hotel experience, like at this hotel in Norman, Oklahoma. All of these hotel goers just went down for breakfast, and then before you know it, the water caused the ceiling to cave in.
Oh my God. That sucks so bad. Oh my God.
Oh, man.
That sucks so bad.
That's all that woman could say.
Yeah.
Outside of like dirty sheets or maybe the toilet not being scrubbed, I've never had a horrible hotel experience.
We had one when I was younger. Like we were out on the East Coast for our family reunion, and my mom had booked this like roadside motel and bed bugs galore. Like all of our whole body was bit up. So that would be pretty bad.
I'm looking this morning for anyone listening who had something really unfortunate happen around their wedding date. I have a friend who's supposed to be getting married here in about 72 hours. And unfortunately, my wife and I weren't going to be able to get to the wedding, but found out yesterday when she emailed everybody that she has mono.
Oh, poor girl.
She got the mono hours away from her wedding. So, Juan, hey, which one do you fit, bro?
The wedding situation.
Happened? What happened?
3 days before my wedding day, I ran my finger through a table saw.
So it's gone.
No, I nicked it really bad.
Was it your
stitch me up?
Was it your wedding ring finger? Was it like the universe saying, "Don't do it," Juan?
No, it was my left thumb.
Okay.
So a couple of stitches and you were good to go?
They couldn't stitch it up. I just had to wear a bandage for weeks.
So on your wedding pictures, like it's you holding her hand and you're all bandaged up.
I actually I got it to dry up, so it looks like there's nothing wrong, but in all my wedding pictures, my hand is way to the side.
Yeah, strategically placed.
You got a good photographer then. How long did that take to heal up?
It's still healing up, and this was 7 months ago.
Oh, my God. Hey, send a pic of it.
Yeah.
Send a pic of the day. You took a pic of it the day of. I want to see
I just want to see how gnarly it is. You can text it to the same number you just called, okay?
All right.
Okay, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate that. Have a good day.
You too.
That's the worst. You get hurt right before the wedding day. I had a guy that I knew in college who got married 1 or 2 years when we got out of college, and he had broken his leg Like they were planning on getting married in May, and he broke his leg in April in a motorcycle accident, and he was in a cast. And he just got, they tailored his pants. So he had a cast up to his hip, and they tailored his pants so that they would go around the cast.
Yeah.
So in the wedding pictures, you can't really tell. So he had like half a regular pants and then half a really big pair of pants so that it would
You
go
look like
around.
he had elephantitis.
Well,
or-
if you see the right angle of the pictures and everything like that, but like walking down the aisle, he had to kind of, like pull that leg
I
along.
would be so mad. It's so avoidable. All you had to do was be accident free for 30 days.
But you don't think about that. You could have got in a car accident on the way to your wedding, and you'd have ended up in a sling or a neck brace or something like that.
You know he was doing like wheelies or
You know-
something. It was
you
so
don't
preventable.
know that. How you
Absolutely.
don't know this guy from Moses.
Oh, yes, I do.
So we still got time. If either of those fit, again, you had a horrible hotel experience or something really unfortunate like Juan happened right before your wedding. If either of those fit, we'd love to hear from you. When was the last time you had to look away? I tried to watch the Netflix special about the guy that was climbing the skyscraper. I just couldn't do it. It was 15, 20 seconds in to when he started climbing, and I was just like, I can't do this. I don't know what it is about the bubbles in your guts, but it made me feel like I had the poop.
Yeah, it is unsettling just to see someone, if they misstep, they die, So it's almost you're holding your breath, and I don't like that feeling.
And I know that's what gets people to watch, but like and I knew he was going to make it too. It was different. If you were watching it live, he could have fell to his death. And then what do they cut away?
You'd have to. Like right when he slips and starts falling, you just have to cut the feed.
It's like when we have people on our show and I'm constantly hovering over the doubt button. But I thought, when was the last time you couldn't handle seeing something? You had to look away.
It was at the barber, and I had brought Liam to go get his haircut, and the kid next to him, teenager, but had a lot of acne on the back of his neck. And the guy took the comb, the black comb, and kind of went over them, and they all popped.
Oh, yuck.
I said, I'll be back. And I went in my car, and I just had to regroup because my stomach was churning. It was so gross. And then the guy just threw the black comb in the garbage.
Yeah, you got to throw that away.
And so all the whiteheads were gone. So then he could shave them, and then he sterilized the back of the neck. And I'm like, oh my God.
Probably stung like a mother too when he was sterilizing that. Jamie, I appreciate you calling right away. When was the last time you had to just look away from something?
Okay, so I don't do anything like blood, gore, nothing like that.
Okay.
My mom was in a car accident, and when she was in the car accident, when they called me, they said, oh, it's okay. She only has a compound fracture. I don't know medical terms.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, when I got to the hospital, she's like, well, how does it look? And she lifted the blanket.
Oh,
no.
And I've been to this. So I've seen this before.
Should I Google it?
What a compound fracture is? It's when the bone goes through the skin.
Right through. Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's nasty. My dad had coached my baseball teams through youth, and we were coming back from a tournament. I was maybe 14 or 15, and we were taking these back roads home, and we'd come across a car accident, and it was a farmer, and he had a compound fracture of his, like where your bicep is.
Yep.
And the bone was sticking out.
Oh, my God.
And my dad being a military guy at first, like it didn't bother him, but when he whistled for me, like, hey, come here, we're going to need some help.
Yeah.
And when I got there, like immediately I thought I was going to throw up and I had to look away. Compound fractures are the worst.
I can handle blood. I can handle feces and stuff like that. But I know when most of the time it's coming, but that pus thing really got me.
And I'm okay with like when I'm coaching athletes, if they dislocate something, I'm okay with that. The compound would get me though. Morning, it's Kat and JJ. So this is the new dating trend. If you're single and looking to mingle, heads up, this might be headed your way.
Yeah, they're saying daters are apparently like skipping the small talk and going straight for the jugular. And being a straightforward woman, I love that. I would love to know, like right out the gate, what do you like? What do you not like? And then we move on from there.
The problem is people want to describe brutal honesty as, how do you vote? What do you believe? Like, there's so much more to human beings. And right now, you're getting so inundated with you got to be on the left or you got to be on the right. You're against me or you're with me, instead of your brutal honesty stuff. Like, it doesn't have to be what religion you are, where you are, how you vote. It can be more about you, but brutal honesty. So they're basically just saying, don't mask the fact that you want kids, or mask the fact that you want this kind of house and you want to live here and you want this.
And it's not shock for sport. It's like to just be honest and save time. Like you're not always promised tomorrow, and you want to find love, and I get it. And so they say just lay out hidden deal breakers early to avoid months of mismatched expectations. So right out the gate, how many kids do you want? And you know what? Don't let that be a deal breaker if they say, I only want one kid. You know, once you have one kid, sometimes you're like, let's add one more. But then you can't be surprised if they only want one kid. So just being brutally honest, I think, is always the right route.
Let's say you start dating. This is your first date with someone. You sit down next to them, and you're going to be brutally honest about 3 things in your life. What would you hit them with?
A lot comes with me without having a colon. Like, I got to hit them with that right away because, you know, Derek was already married. I mean, he doesn't like paperwork.
He worked his way through it.
Yeah. And that, you know, I have a kid. That would be another one. I think you should get that out in the open. And I got to sleep with noise. That would be a huge deal breaker if you're going to come into my life and you have to have it quiet. No, I can't do that. So
I would say I'm going to make inappropriate jokes at the wrong moment. If you're not down for that and understanding that, that's going to be a deal breaker. Number 2, I don't really like alone time unless you're oppressing me. Mm-hmm. And then number 3, baseball season is what God put here for you and I. So don't disrupt that. All right. And if you can't get down with drinking some beers and watching some baseball in the sun, then nope, I'm just out. And I hope you have a happy life, but get the hell out of mine.
What a catch.
That's exactly the way I would throw this out. I want to bring Brittany on the show real quick because you said you kind of pioneered this whole thing, huh?
Yeah. I've been doing this for a long time. I don't see the need to waste my time. I mean, if they can't handle it from the gate, I mean, they're wussy and I'm not about that. Like, let's get it out. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Deal breakers out on the table rather than putting a, nice foot forward and then finding out months later that you wasted your time. I don't know. Life is short. Be honest from the beginning. I don't see a problem.
I know they say, like, leave politics and stuff out of it. I feel like I would want to know. I don't want to invest my time getting to know someone and then finding out that they're like a crazy political freak. Like, wouldn't you want that out on the table right away with this brutal honesty?
Absolutely. And people try to skirt around that. But if you talk about it right at the gate, like, you know where I stand, I know where you stand. If we can do it, then let's do it. If we see that, okay, we're not going to be a match, we're two opposites politically, no, then let's get it out of the way. Why waste time?
How's that been working for you, Brittany?
Well, I'm single.
That's what I thought. All right.
You'll find someone.
Better than being wasting my time in a relationship that isn't working. So
I also, I've been married a long time, and if I was single again, I would want that little courtship thing where you don't know everything about everybody right away thing. Yeah. Like, the little mystery, I think, is kind of good.
I just could never see myself dating while my kid is in the house. You know, I know a lot of people, they want that companionship, and that's fine. That works for them. I just could not,
I think you got to put yourself, I don't think you really realize it until you're there, because I'm sure there's a loneliness that comes with that.
I'd join a group or like a club.
Of like what?
Whatever.
Curling?
Fulfills me. But I know for a fact I would not date anybody while my child is in the house. I don't know. It's just my personal preference.